Pride. Is this about Charlie Pride?
No, it's about Bono. In the name of love. It's about a swim team.
Wait a minute. What did that have to do with anything?
It's the name of that song, Pride.
Okay.
Wait, a black swim team?
Yeah.
Wait.
See? Yeah.
Is this a science fiction movie? Aren't black people scared of water?
Wait, is this the sequel to The Host? Is this what happens to the black sea monster?
This is the problem with these stereotypes. You idiots believe shit like that. And you, Korey, you should know better.
Nah, man, I love swimming.
Shut up.
I'm
too late.
I'm joking.
It's too late to apologize.
I mean, okay, so it's a black swim team in the 70s is what I heard.
Yeah.
As usual, you know, they want to swim with the white people, but the white people are like, don't get your black ass in the water with us. And
well, that, you know, the coach, he was on a swim team, you know, an all-white swim team, went to matches, trained real hard, coach was behind him. They blow the whistle. He dives in, swims halfway, and all the white kids just like stand back and look at him. And like, you know, it's like, yeah, you're just never going to get your shot. He's down and out. He goes to look for work, and they're like, hey, you know what? We got some work for you. Clean up this rec center we're about to close.
Oh, yeah, put a mop in his hand.
Pretty much, yeah. He's got to go pack it up. Bernie Mac has been taking care of the rec center, and he's pissed off about it.
So Bernie Mac is a janitor in this movie.
He's a janitor.
I thought Bernie Mac was just becoming a janitor after all the films he's made.
They found him on his real job and said, hey, come do this. Yeah. So, you know, him and Terrence Howard, they don't get along at first, but there's some Cosby kids who come to the rec center just to play basketball.
And Terrence Howard tries to pimp them out, right?
No.
Damn, man.
I can tell you haven't seen this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, he's seen this movie. He's seen this movie, and you've seen this movie, and everybody's seen this movie. This movie is Glory Road and Remember the Titans and every movie like that's come out before.
But hold on, wait. In all those movies, it was like a white person came in to train these poor black people. This time you have a poor black person coming in to train the rest of these poor black people.
Well, that was Remember the Titans.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. See? All right. Yeah, I forgot Denzel Washington came in. And,
I know. It's hard to remember that Denzel Washington actually is black, but...
See, what? Just because
Come on, man. just because he can speak intelligently, now he's white?
No,
this is the exact kind of shit I'm talking about.
No, that is not at all.
Come out of
here. Pay me there. Yeah.
No, okay. So, now, you know, you and I, we're behind, you know, black people getting their shot in cinema and film, and for you to come back and say that this is very dull and cliched,
predictable is what I would call it. Like I said, everybody's seen this movie already. Matter of fact, I'm of the opinion now that there's really only one sports movie script, and it's a Mad Libs, and everybody just like, you know, you're going, hey, I'm filming a sports movie. Okay, here you go, and just a lot of blanks. You just fill it in. Hockey, how many kids there are, you know, their gender. Give them all cute names, and then otherwise you just run with it.
Wow. So ever since the Bad News Bears, they've just modified it since then.
You know, these are the poor kids who he teaches to swim to kind of get them off the streets, and then they decide they want to swim with, you know, race the white kids. And they go out to the white pool clowning and get their asses beat. Not literally, I mean, just in the match. They have to come home, and then they like, all right, now they get serious.
So
yeah, we got to teach those honkies a lesson.
Exactly. So then they on the road, championship after championship.
So they don't burn down the YMCA or anything. They actually okay, all right.
Now here's my question. I happen to love that story, and I've seen that story a million times, and as you know, I still love that story.
Yeah.
So for someone like me who enjoys these sports movies, am I going to get a charge out of it? Am I going to enjoy it?
I seriously doubt it. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've seen to do this, but it's just so lackluster.
It doesn't have anything special.
Terrence
Howard doesn't bring anything.
I mean, you know what? You watch it and you like Terrence Howard, and Bernie Mac is a good comedy relief, especially like once the two of them start to get along and work together. But it's not enough of that.
So see, and I love both those guys too.
Sure,
I mean,
sure. That's what makes you like it. Is like you'll want to like it. But
well, let me ask you something. Then Carlyle has a good point. Instead of saying that this is predictable, let's just say that this is developing into a genre of its own, like the romantic comedy.
Well, it is a genre of its own. The sports movie has, you know, literally just a few branches of the story to tell, and this is one of them. It's this is the underdog story. And we've all seen the underdog story, and it's been done time and time again. Hell, we just saw it last year. We saw it really good with Invincible, which was the same movie.
Yeah.
You know, and we've seen it, you know, with Miracle a few years ago, and you know, literally they do it at least once a year because, well, there are sports fans everywhere that want to
Gridiron
watch more
gang.
sports.
Gridiron Gang, yeah. So
Well, we had like 5 of them last year.
Yeah, exactly.
So given that, I mean, you still say that this is just pretty dull.
Yeah, it's pretty dull. I mean, it just doesn't give you anything to really make you get behind it. It takes lots of shortcuts. I mean, it's like, I think it was Glory Road that did that, where like once they realize they got beat and they need to get better, but it doesn't show them beating any of these teams. It's just like headlines of newspapers that kind of fade in and out. And then suddenly, 10 minutes later, it's like, wow, you guys, we're at the finals. We're at the finals of the World Championship.
Now, does it get dark like Glory Road does? Because Glory Road has like that 3-minute,
right?
That 5-minute bit where somebody gets the crap kicked out of them in the bathroom, and then they go back to their hotel room and they've scrawled the N-word in like pig's blood on the wall.
Right.
And,
That's like the one thing in Glory Road that made it stand out. It was
Yeah.
like, hey, it suddenly got gritty. No, this doesn't have that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So before we close,
And also, I just want to mention, it's like, okay, as much as this is based on a true story, at the very end of the movie, you find out.
you're not gonna give away anything.
No, I'm
are
not going to give anything away. It's just like, okay, what do these movies always do at the very end? At the very end, the
Freeze
end
frame?
credits. No.
Oh, they tell
end
you
credits.
who-
They show you
the
what
real
the real
people.
people. Now
Yeah.
with this movie, they show you the real coach, but they don't show you any of those kids. And I'm like, that's because these kids were all made up for this movie. This movie is complete bullshit.
But yeah, they start showing the kids, and wait, all these kids are white. They just had a black coach. What the? I don't understand.
we had to change them to black for sympathetic reasons.
And the coach doesn't look nothing like Terrence Howard.
Of course
nothing like him. He looks more like your dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm adopted. My dad's white. No, that's not true. But so, before we close, anything that you can say good about this movie?
Terrence Howard and Bernie Mac are likable.
Okay.
The kids themselves are likable. You like I said, you want to like it. It just doesn't meet you halfway.
Okay, so you stick to what you're saying. It's just
Rent
mediocre.
Rent it or catch it on Showtime.
Okay, rental.
Yeah.
All right.